Hello students, welcome to Vivid Botany. We have same type of question again in same paper. Yeah, it is true. We have been seen looking here another type of question, that is half inferior ovary. We have another question something like inferior ovary is found in, that is ray florets of sunflower, asteraceae. Similar type of question is being asked in same NEET 2020. Here he is asking half inferior ovary. So let me explain what is this inferior or half inferior ovary. Here ovary is relation of the ovary with other floral parts. It is relation of ovary with other floral parts. What are the other floral parts that include here? Calyx, corolla, and rhizium. Calyx is made up of sepals, corolla is made up of petals, and andrecium is made up of the stamens. So let's have a look here how the inferior ovary is present, how the ovary becomes superior, and how is it half inferior exactly. See, we know thalamus, that is thalamus is tip of the pedicel. This is thalamus that I am trying to draw here. So this is the thalamus here. In some plants, thalamus is conical. This is the pedicel. This is thalamus, that is tip of the pedicel. So here on the tip of the pedicel, that is on thalamus, the ovary is present. This is the ovary. Let me draw very small. So this is the thalamus and it is the ovary, that is tip of the pedicel. So on tip of the pedicel we find the ovary. Ovary in the sense the gynoecium, which contains the ovules inside of that. And remaining floral parts like the corolla is present. Below the ovary you can find it. This is calyx. And these are the stamens, of course, the andrecium. And this is the calyx. Right, we have seen here LS of flower. You see here, let me draw once again, write it. It is calyx. This is corolla. And this is andrecium, यानी कि stamens, and this is the ovary, that is the gynoecium. Now you can find it here, which is top in position on thalamus. Is it calyx? No. Calyx is the lowermost position, that is 1. Then corolla, second position. Then andrecium, that is third position. Then gynoecium, that is fourth position. So as far as the position of that, where they are exactly the seating arrangement, if you see, the gynoecium is present on tip of the thalamus. It is top in, apart from all that, it is top, you can find it. This is top here. First part, second part, third part, fourth part. So we write it, we call it as superior ovary. The ovary is superior ovary. Do remember, it is symbolized as G, and this is the hyphen indicates the flower, and the flower is called as here hypogynous flower. Hypogynous flower means flower is present below the gynoecium. Flower is present below the gynoecium. So this is found in majority of the families. We have an example here, something like Solanaceae, that is brinjal you can write here, Brassicaceae, mustard you can write here, and these two, tomato also you can write, even Allium cepa, that is lily also you can write all this here. Next, if you see the second one, let me draw little bit small diagram, or else let me draw here. Again, this is pedicel, that is stalk of the flower, and this is tip of the pedicel, that is thalamus. Thalamus is something like here, it is not deep cup like, sorry, it is not conical, it is something like cup like structure, and here you find the ovary. This is the ovary, and ovary style, stigma and all that, and this part is the stamens, and this is the petals, and this is the calyx. Okay, so here if you observe very carefully that I write this is calyx, CAL, yeah, this is corolla, COR, this is androecium, AND, and this is gynoecium, GYN. So gynoecium, androecium, calyx, corolla are almost on same position. Okay, gynoecium, androecium, corolla, calyx are on same position. Such kind of ovary is called as neither inferior nor superior. You find it in the diagram very clearly that all of them are present on same position. So neither the ovary is inferior, ovary is neither inferior nor superior. Okay, it is called as half inferior. It is called half inferior, or it is called as semi-inferior. Semi-inferior or half inferior ovary, and the symbol is like this. This is the symbol. For this we can give examples like plum, rose and a peach. So these are definite examples from NCERT. Now let's see the by the way, this kind of flower is called as perigynous flower. Perigynous, peri means gynoecium is present on parallel, that is almost on same height of rest of the floral parts. So it is perigynous flower. Right. Let us see the third one, that is epigynous flower. Epigynous flower is said to be very much advanced than the rest of the floral parts. Let's see how that is. Here the thalamus is deep cup-like structure. That is the case, you should understand it very like this is thalamus, which is deep cup-like structure. Deep cup-like thalamus. Yes. Right. Now the ovary of the wall, ovarian wall and thalamus are completely fused. They are completely fused. Ovarian wall and thalamus are completely fused. This is the most important point of the inferior ovary, right? And rest of the floral parts or something like this. Here we find the corolla. This is the stamens, okay, and this is the calyx, right? So if you see that keenly, this is gynoecium, okay, then this is the androecium, this is corolla, and this is calyx. Now, which is in lower position? Gynoecium is in lower position. That is the most important thing you should understand and remember. Gynoecium is in lower position. Yes. So we call it as inferior ovary. Inferior to what? Inferior to rest of the floral parts. So we call it as inferior ovary, and the flower is called as epigynous flower. Epigynous flower. What is this epigynous flower? How do we understand that? Here, the epi means above. Do remember. Epi means above. And gynous means gynoecium. We know that. This is flower. So, it means flower is above the gynoecium. Flower is above the gynoecium. I think now it is very clear. We have explained that epigynous, hypogynous and perigynous. Perigynous flower means flower is almost, other than floral parts, the calyx, corolla, androecium, that are almost on same height of that in ovary. And hypogynous flower means the flower is present below the gynoecium. Hypo means below, gynous means gynoecium, the flower. Flower is present below the gynoecium. So that is hypogynous flower. Let me tell you the examples for the epigynous flower. This is the symbol, this is gynoecium, and this is lower, it is like this symbol. And example for this, we can give lots of examples like guava is one such example, guava. Then cucumber, cucurbits, all cucurbitaceae members are the best examples for that. Then asteraceae members like sunflower and marigold, we know, and Tridox procumbens, Tridox, all these can be told as examples for epigynous flower. One more interesting thing is that this epigynous flower is more advanced than the rest. Then one may ask why it is more advanced than the rest. Because the ovary is given here full protection. You know that here ovary is embedded inside the thalamus. It is given much more protection. You know what is the main aim of the flower? To get fertilized. After successful fertilization, then ovary transforms into the fruit. Ovule transforms into the seed. And that seed upon germination will give rise to a new plantlet. That is the ultimate aim of the flower. Because we know the flower is modified stem for the purpose of sexual reproduction. So, in a flower, what is persistent part of the flower? Gynoecium is persistent part, because the gynoecium is going to give rise to the future fruit, future seed, and as well as the future generation also. That gynoecium is given here much more safety, security by the thalamus, because it is deeply embedded inside the thalamus. So it is very much evolved than the rest. So this is the example that I have explained about the hypogynous flower, perigynous flower and epigynous flower. Hypogynous is superior ovary, ovary is superior, and perigynous is ovary is neither inferior nor superior, but it is half inferior or semi-inferior ovary. Example, plum rose peach. And where in epigynous flower the ovary is inferior, gynoecium is lower position than the rest of the floral parts. We have seen that it is given much more safety, security, and for the future generation. So let us see the question here. The ovary is half inferior in. It's not brinjal because brinjal is superior ovary. It's not mustard because mustard also superior ovary. It's not sunflower because it is the inferior ovary. So let me write the symbols here. For mustard, we write this is superior ovary. So I keep like this. Brinjal, superior ovary. So I keep hyphen here. Sunflower, inferior ovary. So I keep line above the G. And plum rose peach, this is half inferior or semi inferior where the line is kept beside of the G, and this is the right answer for the question. So hope you have understood this explanation. You have any doubt, please make a query, drop your comment, drop your doubt you did not understand. And remember, this is Vivid Botany, a channel which is aimed at clarifying the questions of previous NEET bits one after the other. And I ensure that our clarification will be utmost extent and can reach to all levels of the children, whether it is bottom or top or average. We can reach to all the levels. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel, that is Vivid Botany, and thank you very much.